Beginning here in downward facing dog, make sure that you can roll forward to a push-up without moving the hands and feet, and then pushing the hips up and back, dropping the heels in downward facing dog. Just doing that again, rolling forward to a push-up, and then exhaling, lifting the hips up and back, heels are heavy. Let's begin by just pedaling out the feet, dropping one heel and bending the opposite knee, and just moving as slowly or as quickly as you'd like. And also beginning to deepen the breath. And feel free to move into any type of twists here. Maybe swaying the hips from side to side. Just moving around intuitively, what feels good to you. Just waking up the back of the body nice and slowly. You're pressing down strongly through flat palms, fingers spread wide apart. And then begin to walk the hands all the way to the feet. Find your fold at the back of the mat. Feel free to bend the knees here. Your hamstrings may be a little bit tight, so just keep a small bend in the knees. Drape your upper body over your legs. Let your arms hang. Still breathing more deeply than you have yet today. And let your head be really heavy. Place your hands on your shins, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen your spine. Staying here, exhale, pressing the shoulders away from the ears, lengthening the spine out of the hips. Taking another inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands down, walk yourself back out to a push-up. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, knees come down, chest comes down in between the thumbs and chin drops. Keep your elbows in, slide your heart through your hands for cobra, drop the hips, tops of the feet pressing down, lifting up. And then exhale, lifting the hips up and back. Let's take a big breath in, lift your right leg. And on an exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Drop your left knee down, top of the foot flat. Sink your hips, coming up on the fingertips, maybe even up completely. Or place your hands right on that right thigh, and you can press that knee toward the top of your mat, feeling more of a stretch in the front of the left leg. Relax your face. Relax the hinge of your jaw. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Keep your right hand up. Exhale, drop the left hand down. Take a twist. You can keep your hand on the right thigh still here, using it to help you twist. And then reach the fingertips up, looking up. And then on an exhale, bring that right hand down. Step it on back, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. And then as you exhale, step it all the way through. Drop your right knee down, top of the foot flat. Coming up off the fingertips, placing your hand on that left thigh, right down below the knee or right above the knee. Pressing that knee toward the front of your mat as you sink the hips, really feeling the stretch all along the hip flexor, psoas, and even into the quadricep muscles of the right leg. Relax your face and smile as you take a big breath in. Softening your shoulders away from the ears with your exhale. And then go ahead and sweep your arms up, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, keep your left hand up, drop your right hand down, take a twist. Feel free to take that left hand on the left thigh once again to help with the twist here. Belly button to spine. Pressing down through that right hand. Looking off to the left and up. And maybe for the last few breaths, reaching the left fingertips high. And on an exhale, bring that left hand down. Step it on back to your push-up. As you exhale, either coming down to knees, chest, and chin, or lowering yourself down into a low plank. And then inhaling to cobra or up dog. If you're in up dog, you're on the tops of your feet, you're lifting the thighs, release your glutes, press down through the hands, lift your heart. And then exhale, rolling over the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Keep pressing into the hands, take a few breaths. Take another inhale, lift your right leg. As you exhale, sweep it through. We're gonna come into warrior one. So we're gonna spin the back heel down. Press down through the feet. Inhale, reach the arms high, sink the hips. You want a nice 90-degree bend in that front knee. You're reaching through the fingertips, but your shoulders are relaxed. Pressing down through the outer edge of your left foot. If you're having trouble moving the right hip back and left hip forward, you can widen your stance a bit so you can heel toe the right foot over just a bit and then spin the right hip back, left hip forward, sink the hips once again. Take a big breath in and exhale it out. Come up on the ball of the back foot, inhale. Exhale, arms to a T. Another breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Belly button to spine. Maybe looking out over the right fingertips. Kicking the left thigh toward the sky as you sink the hips. And then come on back, inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step it back, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. And exhale, step it all the way through. Warrior one on this side. So take your time setting up, heel to heel to start. Press down through the feet to come up. Sink that front knee. Make sure ankle and knee are in alignment. And if you need to, you can even spin that back foot even more towards the front of your mat. So instead of 45, maybe 60 degrees towards the front. And again, if you need a little more space for the hips, walk that left foot over to the left. Keep working the right hip forward, left hip back. Take a big breath in, and then the exhale brings your arms out to a T. You're going to be up on the ball of the back foot, so come up on the ball right now, and take another inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Relax your shoulders. Navel to spine. Breathe deeply. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, hands come down. Step it on back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it on through. Spin the back foot down. This time, warrior two. Left hand reaches out. We're going to spiral on up. Sink the hips. Nice wide stance here. Pressing down through the outer edge of your left foot. Sinking the right knee. Drawing the tailbone down and in. Press your right knee open. Relax your shoulders. Flip the right palm. Reach it up and back. Keep the upper body as it is. Straighten the front leg. Reach it even further with the right fingertips. Looking up and back. Good. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reach it forward with the right fingertips. Drop the right hand down on the ankle. Inside or outside of that foot. Never on the knee. Shin is okay. Reach with your left fingertips. Right hip forward, left hip pulls back. extend it if you'd like, bringing the left fingertips toward the front of your mat. Spiral your heart to the sky. Smile and breathe. Come on up, warrior two. Bending under that knee once again. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, hands come on down. Downward dog. Very nice. Take 3 breaths here. Two more breath cycles. And let the head hang. One more inhale. And exhale, softening. The next inhale lifts your left leg high. And go ahead and exhale, bring it all the way through in between the hands. Spin that back heel down. Take a moment. Reach with the right fingertips, press down through the feet to rise. Come on up. Heel to instep in our warrior two. Reaching out, shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. Looking out over the left fingertips. Press that left knee open. Let's reverse it. Flip your left palm. Reach it up and back. Looking up toward the sky, forehead higher than the chin. Keep pressing that left knee open. Keep sinking the hips. Keep the upper body just as it is. Straighten out the front leg. Really reach through the left fingertips even more. Find your breath. Come back to warrior two. Relax your shoulders. Keep pressing that left knee open. Feel your arch start to lift in that right foot as you press down through the outer edge. Shoulders relaxed. Straighten the left leg. Reach into it until that right hip pops up. Drop that left hand down. I'm going to put my hand on right in between the ankle and the shin, so kind of low on the leg. I'm going to start drawing the right shoulder back, right hip back, left hip forward, looking up at that beautiful sun. Breathing evenly. Breathing into the belly. And then take that right arm, extend it over the ear, and as you do that, again, draw the right shoulder back. Spin the heart toward the sky. Looking up, closing your eyes, or just gazing up. Coming back up, warrior two. And then go ahead and spin the hands down, step it on back, down dog. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale to your push-up. We'll take 2 vinyasas. Take another breath in here, smile your collarbones wide. And then exhale, lower it down. Inhale, cobra, or your up dog. I'm in up dog here. Press down through the hands, drop the hips, lift your heart. And then exhale, rolling over the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels. Inhale to your push-up for that second vinyasa. Exhaling down. Inhale. And exhale. Take a few breaths here. Starting to feel really good and warm. Maybe moving the hips a bit. And then go ahead and walk your hands to your feet, hanging over your legs. Go ahead and bend the right knee a little bit, and the left leg is straight for now. Let your head hang. And then make a very small bend, about half the bend that's in the right knee. So a very small bend in the left knee. And you should start to feel this down the calf muscles of the left leg. Really relax your upper body. Let your head just hang here. Maybe even find opposite bicep and hold on. Good, and then go ahead and straighten both legs. And then bend the left knee quite a bit. And then bend the right knee just a little bit. Start to feel that all through the calf muscles. Maybe taking a shoulder stretch here for the next few breaths, interlacing the fingers, lifting your knuckles toward the sun. And maybe straightening out both legs, just hanging here for the next few breaths. And press down into the feet. Come on, rise with a flat back. Good. Bring your hands together at the heart. And just take a quiet moment. Feeling your feet. If your palms are pressing together, feel your hands touching. Thumbs pressing into the sternum. See if you can locate your heartbeat. Feel that heart working hard for you. Just being happy to be here in this moment. Good. Release the hands. Go ahead and step out nice and wide. Feet parallel with one another. If you reach your arms out, you want your ankles underneath your wrists. So inhale, lift the heart, draw the tail in, and then exhale, begin to hinge at the hips, folding with a flat back. Make sure you drop the chin to keep the cervical spine in line with the rest of the spine. Bring your hands down, release your head. So if you feel like taking it easy, you can just hang out here. Or if you want to make this a little more challenging, grab a hold of the outside edges of the feet. Bring your elbows east to west as you pull yourself down, crown of the head toward your mat. So your arms are working here. You should be able to see your muscles working. Head just hangs. Go ahead and release. Place your hands flat underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale to fold. One more time like that. Inhale. And exhale. Place your right hand down below your face, fingers spread wide. Take your left hand to the left hip. Imagine your left hand as a weight, so it's keeping the left hip down. Start to open up the left shoulder as you pull the left hip down. Looking out to the left. And then open that shoulder up a little bit more. Keep the left hip down. Reach the left fingertips high. Looking up toward the sky or your ceiling, wherever you are. Just imagine it's the beautiful blue sky. On an exhale, bring the left hand down where the right hand just was. And then go ahead and take the right hand. Use it as a weight on that right hip. Start to peel the right shoulder open. Continue to drop the hip as you open up the right shoulder. Keep that hip heavy. Now reach the fingertips high. Keep rolling the shoulder open. Keep pressing down through the left hand. You're going to feel this more in the upper part of the back, especially if you're dropping the right hip down. Exhale, come on down. Heel toe the feet in, come into a squatting pose. If this is challenging to have your feet flat, you can either roll up your mat so you have it underneath your heels to give you a little extra height, or you can use a blanket or a towel. So keep pressing the elbows into the knees, palms together. Closing your eyes and just coming back to the breath. Relax your jaw, relax your cheeks. You can stay right here, or if you'd like to take a little variation, place your left hand down and then reach the right fingertips high. Keep pressing the right knee open. You can keep it there. If you want to take it a little further, start to wiggle the shoulder down inside of that left leg. Wrap the left hand around the left leg, spin the palm up, reach the right hand back, look for the left fingertips, rolling that right shoulder open. Keeping the legs wide apart. Tailbone toward the ground. And coming back to center. Place that right hand down. Reach the left fingertips high. Squeezing the liver here, cleansing the liver. Start to wiggle the right shoulder down, wrap that arm around. And one side may be different than the other. This side is a lot harder for me. My right side is much tighter. And then just do the best that you can, reaching back, maybe grabbing the fingertips, maybe not. Rolling the left shoulder open, keep pressing the left knee open. Smile, just being happy to be right here. And then go ahead and release, palms come back together. And just mentally preparing for crow pose. It's an arm balance, and I'll walk you through it. Just make sure that if you're practicing on a hard floor, you have some pillows or blankets. So I'll take another few breaths here if you want to go ahead and grab them if you don't already have them. Good. So preparing for crow, and I'm going to start like this and then I'll turn sideways. But you want to have your knees wide apart, fingers spread wide apart. I like to turn my hands in a little bit. Some people like to keep their hands straight, parallel with one another, or turned out. So you have to figure out what works best for you. So with the fingers spread wide apart at whatever angle you'd like, start to come way up high on your toes. And as you come up high on your toes, bend the elbows. Go ahead and gently set your knees on the elbows. And lean, lean, lean until you come up onto your toes. Keep leaning. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me a little better. So your elbows are bent, knees are on the elbows, the triceps, and you keep leaning and leaning until maybe one foot comes up and then maybe the other foot. And just keep breathing. If headstand is in your practice, you can drop the head down and maybe just hang out here or bring the knees together. Breathing deeply, bringing the legs high, relax your feet. Hang out there for a few breaths if you'd like. When you're ready to come down, coming back into crow, nice and slowly. And then coming back to your squat when you're ready. So we'll stay wherever you are for a few more breaths. If you're still in that headstand or if you want to practice crow a little bit more. We have a few more moments. When you're ready, come on down, back to the squat, if you're not already there. We'll be moving on. Good. So when you've come back down, go ahead and come onto your knees. Knees all the way together, feet flat. And we're going to bring the hands back a little bit. We're just going to get a stretch on the front of the ankles. So we're just going to lift the knees up. And you can walk the hands back a little bit more. So a lot of the standing poses strengthen our ankles, and this will just help to stretch them out a little bit. Relax your shoulders. Maybe close your eyes, drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. Press the left shoulder down. Roll the chin down to the chest, and then roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Press the right shoulder down and away. And slowly coming back up. Come to stand on your knees. And let's send the right leg out. That left knee is directly under the left hip. Take your right hand gently rested on your right leg. Reach your left arm up and over. And stretch it on over. You can walk the right fingertips down toward the foot. A nice side stretch along the left side of your body. and into the groin and the adductors of the inner thigh on the right leg. Coming back up. Knees back together. Step that left foot out. Toes can either point off to the side or straight ahead, whatever you prefer. Left hand gently rests on the left leg. Reach the right fingertips high, creating a lot of space along the right side of your body. Inhaling. And then exhale, gently tipping over to the left. Stretching out the right side of your body from that hip flexor through the fingertips. Getting a stretch at that inner left thigh. And go ahead and come on up. Let's come all the way down. We are going to do a hip opener here. So we're going to do double pigeon. You can do this reclined, and I'll show you how in just a moment. So first we'll start with this variation. Left shin, ankle, foot underneath. Right ankle on top of the left knee, right on top of it. And knee above the left ankle. The higher your knee, the tighter your hips. So if you can stay like this, great. If not, that's fine too. You can walk that right foot down a little bit to help things out, or you can simply cross the legs, and if you're crossing the legs, get your feet as far away from each other as you can. That'll help get into the hips a little bit more. Okay, so wherever you are is absolutely perfect. If you need the recline variation, you're on your back. Right ankle crosses over the left knee. Reach through the space of the legs with the right hand. Left hand wraps around that left leg behind the knee and pull that left knee in, press the right knee away. So that is the recline version. Come on up to sitting if you were going to do that version. You want like a triangle in the full pose in between the legs. And we're going to manually internally rotate the thigh. So take the hands, roll that bottom thigh under, roll the top thigh under, maybe pulling your seat back, and close your eyes, sitting up nice and tall. This may be enough just to keep it right here, or if you can, maybe walk it forward just a bit. We'll be here for between 5 to 10 breaths, just depending on how you feel. Feel free to hang out a little longer if we move on. If you hear a chicken, it's because I have a chicken right next to me. There's also some construction going on down the road, so I hope the sound is okay for you. I apologize if it's not. The next 3 breath cycles you take, inhale through the nose, and then open the mouth and exhale as maybe you walk the hands out a little bit further. You should really be feeling this at the outer right thigh. Just a few more breaths here. Either breathing all through the nose or inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And slowly making your way back up. So if you're reclined, just switch the legs out, just doing the opposite side. If you're seated, just switch the legs out here as well. So you can take the left ankle this time if you're in the full expression of this pose. Left ankle on top of the right knee, right ankle underneath the left knee, manually rotating those thighs inward, rolling them down, pulling your seat back, just to give you a sturdier base, healthier joints and muscles. So maybe you got the triangle shape between the legs, or maybe it's a little bit larger if you pulled that left foot down a little bit, or even your legs crossed. Left ankle in front of the right knee if you're crossed. And when you're ready to settle down a bit, close your eyes. Just really concentrate on filling up the lungs with every inhale. Even feel the breath moving up into the chest, and then exhaling either through the nose or through the mouth as you lean into this. Relax the hinge of your jaw. Relax your face, smile, breathe. Maybe even walking the hands out a little more. I like to move a little bit in these types of stretches. It just helps me find my tight spots. And then when I find one, I stay there for a few breaths. And I always clench my jaw, so maybe you do too. If you do, just relax your jaw, soften your shoulders, release your head. Maybe just folding over your legs. And slowly working your way back up. And we're gonna come around onto our backs. So just stretch the legs out. Actually, let's do a seated fold before we come all the way down. So stretch your legs out long and maybe shake the legs out a bit, bounce them up and down. Just letting go of that hip opener we just did. Once you get there, reach back, pull your seat back. Reach up, inhale, maybe even looking up. Really focus on lengthening the sides of your body, lengthening your spine, reaching up through the crown of the head. And every inhale will do that for you. And then the exhale brings you down. And I'm going to keep a flat back for the first few breaths. So inhale, lengthening the spine up and out of the hips, and exhale to come down a little bit further. And again, bring any movement into this that works for you. It doesn't have to be a static stretch. You can bring some movement into it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, softening, folding. Keep on breathing. Keep reaching out through the heels, toes toward the ankles. Again, I apologize for any noise out here. Just use it as best as you can into your practice, because life gets loud and we still need to be able to find the quiet and the peace even in the midst of the chaos and the noise. So while I wish it was quiet right now, just do your best to let it all go. And as you can see, I just continue to use my breath every inhale. Even no matter how low I am, every inhale helps me to create a little more space, not only in my body, but in between my thoughts as well. And the exhale just helps me to soften and to let go. Just a few more breaths here. Slowly make your way up. We're going to come into a back bend, and then we'll finish off with a spinal twist. So bring your hips towards your heels, lower yourself down. We'll take 3 breaths in bridge, and then if you'd like, you can do it again or come into wheel. So bring your arms down alongside of you, heels to sit bones, knees just a little bit apart, toes and feet parallel with one another. Press your low back down, feel that connection with the earth, and then press into your feet, peeling your back up off of the mat, hips up, working your shoulders and upper arms under your body, maybe just reaching for the heels as you press into the feet to lift the hips. If it feels comfortable, you can interlace the fingers, pressing your hands down, lifting your hips up. See if you can release the glutes and just press down through the feet, chin to chest. Belly rises with the inhale, and falls with the exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more big breath in. And let it go. You can stay here. You can come down for a moment and come back into it. Or you can go ahead and just switch the placement of your hands. Fingertips pointing toward your feet. Come up on your head just for a moment. And then press into the hands, into the feet. Let your head hang. In your wheel pose. Head hangs. Walk the feet in a little closer toward your hands. And press into your feet so that your chest moves through the arms. Let your head hang. 3 breaths. Feet flat. 1 more big breath in. Release your glutes. And the exhale will take you down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open up. Just taking a few breaths here. Hands on your belly so you can feel the rise and the fall with the inhale and the exhale. Inhale deeply. And open your mouth. Sigh. 1 more big breath in. And let it all go. Good. Bring your knees together. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a rock from side to side. Arms out to a T. Left leg straight. Tuck the right toes behind the left knee. I like to pick my hips up and just bring them a little bit over to the right before I drop the right knee over to the left. Left hand on top of the right knee. If it feels okay on your neck, looking out to the right. Relax your eyes. Press your right shoulder down. And then inhale, come on up. Place both feet down, realign the spine along your mat. Right leg straight, hips up and over to the left just a few inches. Left toes tucked behind the right knee. Right hand on that left knee, pull the left knee over to the right. Look out over your left arm. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Press your left shoulder down. Inhale deeply. And the exhale will help you twist a little deeper. And the exhale to release. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your arms up and over your head. Grab a hold of opposite elbow. And you can just let your arms relax if you don't want to hold on to the elbows. Maybe just bring them up over the head so that you can completely let go. You can either keep your feet together or stretch your legs out long. And just feel your body sinking into the earth beneath you. Feel just a relaxation moving up and through the whole entire body. Let any tight muscles soften and relax. Let your breath just flow in and out. Just give yourself a few moments before you go on and about your day. Thank you so much for doing this yoga class with me. I hope that you enjoy the rest of this beautiful day.